Hi everyone, I'm going to pot these giant sunflowers on because I can see roots at the bottom of the pot, so I think it's about time to, put them into a bigger pot before they get pot bound. I don't want to disturb them too much, so so the more root I can get on them the better, I suppose. So it's all a bit new to me with sunflowers. I've done them before, just messing about, but nothing like trying to grow them properly. So I've got some multi-purpose compost. I'm using Miracle-Gro all-purpose enriched compost because I've got, it's what I've got here. So I just broke it because it goes quite clumpy, so I've tried to rub it between my hands to break some of the lumps up because it's quite fibrous, so it should actually help with like good root hold. So 4-inch pots because it's the biggest I've got, unless if I go really big to like 8-inch, but you don't need it, not yet, because it's going to go in the ground at some point. So I'm just going to put a bit in the bottom. I've actually got a pot here that's the same as what they're actually in at the moment. Kind of guessing roughly where it's going to go. Filling around it. Because it's quite fibrous stuff, it's not like it really falls down of its own accord too well, so there it goes to that. I'm not a big fan of pushing it down, so I like to let things settle to their own weight. A little bit more. Fingers crossed, if I pull this pot out, it might all collapse in, I don't know. Pull this pot out carefully. Should have a square hole. I don't know where you can see that. Carefully pop that there for all caves in on me. And then we get one of the sunflowers. Turn it over, give it a pat. There isn't loads of roots on it, but they're touching the edge of the pot, so they can go into some fresh compost. So I'm just going to drop that in like that and just press it in. That's it. I'm going to do the rest of these. I'll do them quickly. Try to, anyway. I'm not sure of what other varieties are being grown. I've not really had a chance to have a good scan on YouTube at the other gardeners who are doing it. I know there's quite a few doing it, but just been getting a bit busy lately, so I'm struggling to keep up with everyone. But I'm sure I'll catch up at some point. And that's got some even bigger roots on it. Pop that in there. I'm not planting them any deeper. I think you can with sunflowers, to be honest. I think you can plant them a little bit deeper, because when they grow they get like a darker woody bit of stem. I think you can kind of pop them down a bit more, because I should imagine with these being bigger you need to pump out some good roots to give them a good anchoring in the ground, because they are going to go up at the allotment, these. Near where my raspberry beds are, I've made like a, well, I suppose it's like a makeshift bed. I put a couple of bits of wood in and I had some bags of leaves, so I've just sort of threw them on the ground and dug them into the soil, and I just covered them over with some black membrane, just to stop it drying out so much and maybe encourage the worms to come and start busting it up while these are pumping out more roots in the pots ready. Yes, a variety of these are Russian Giant. I don't think I've grown these ones before. I've got a few different sunflowers I'm growing like, but these are the real giant ones. I've got 5 that are germinated. I've got one that's still trying, but it's like it's stuck in the seed. Might come to some, I don't know. I'll leave it be for now. I've got 5 of these. I've got 3 spare, or 4 spare, of some called Moulin Rouge, which are about, you don't get massive, they get about 6 foot, and they're supposed to get a red flower on, so I might kind of interplant them with them a little bit. I'm not sure how far apart these have got to go. The bed's about 5.5, 6 foot, so they're only going to get about a foot between them. It should be enough, to be honest. So the bed's only about 2 foot wide. Obviously when I was digging it over there was stacks of leather jackets in the ground. They're going to cause me problems this year. But I can't treat it at the moment, so I'll have to get some treatment for it at the end of the year. You can't really treat it until the nematodes I'm using, you can't get them until about August. So I'll probably pop them into raised beds and everywhere else. Maybe September, and hopefully that should have a good impact on them, because I've lost about 10 of my lettuce. I know it's them because I've seen them at it, and I know it's them that's attacking my raspberries as well now, because there's a stack in the bed there and I collared them chewing the shoots, so they're not actually letting my raspberries come up, they're just taking the heads off. And they're actually having a go at me asparagus and all. So, yep, they're a real nuisance. Just like grass roots or seedlings. Main targets, really. Nice fresh green shoots. It's a bit frustrating when you've got your seedlings out and take 4 or 5 weeks to get ready, and then all of a sudden they get chomped off in one night. Like I said, there's not a lot I can do at the moment. So this is the last one. Leaning over that one a bit. I'm sure it'll right itself. So I might give them when they get yay high, I might put a cane on them, you know, just to try and straighten them up a bit. Let's get these pots out of the way. Put that label in there. Now all I'm going to do for watering these, I'm just going to give them a good soak. A washing can I somewhere? Only for 5-10 minutes. I'll try and encourage the roots to get out of the main clump and into the other compost. So that's the Russian Giant for the Giant Sunflower Challenge, all potted on. I'll say from this stage I should imagine it'll be going in the ground. So thanks for watching, take care, I'll see you next time. Bye.